C-Train here at the station. Dub Nation fans, where are you at? Hey, Warriors fans, where are you at? Okay, so there was a recent Bleacher Report article that said of the NBA's most overrated players. And who topped that list? Who did Bleacher Report say was the number one most overrated player in the NBA? The Golden State Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga. Yes, they dubbed Jonathan Kuminga to be the most overrated player. And here's my take on it, okay? Okay. I think, in my opinion, Jonathan Kuminga is one of the more misunderstood players and also one of the most misused players in the NBA right now, okay? So first, I'll say a couple things about why I think his pluses, why I think he's amazing and has some awesome potential. Jonathan Kuminga is ridiculous in transition and has lots of potential on the ball as an ISO scorer. Okay, so he is awesome. Like, if you give Jonathan Kuminga the ball in transition and allow him any space to just gain momentum, he's going to the hoop and he's going hard. He's a better free throw shooter now. I believe he shot 74% this year. His numbers are improving, right? The Bleacher Report article did talk about his defense. I agree, honestly. I think that Jonathan Kuminga is a little bit of a defensive liability, and I'll tell you in a couple ways. I believe that he wrong foots himself intentionally on defense so that the offensive player with the ball will take the space. So I believe that, like, Jonathan Kuminga will almost intentionally wrong foot himself position-wise. The offensive player takes the space. Now, I think that he learned that from Iguodala, and that was a bait tactic, where Iguodala would then jump and take the space that he just gave up, meeting the player at that intersection of space, essentially, and stealing the ball with the strong Iguodala hands. I think that that's where Kuminga got the whole thing, but it's so bad now. Kuminga should learn to just mirror on defense. Just mirror and put your freaking hands up now at this point. Because he has gotten worse. I believe he's regressed defensively. I mean, what you talk about coming into the league, Coach Kerr was like, that's the way that Kuminga can get playing time immediately. Kuminga can become a one-on-one stopper. That was like the narrative years ago. Now he's lost that narrative. But here's a positive thing. Here's why I think that I think that the Golden State Warriors aren't doing Kuminga a solid, and I don't know if Kuminga's doing Kuminga a solid. I don't know what's up with that, but here's what I mean. I think that Jonathan Kuminga would be an insane fit, a ridiculous fit on a team that played the style of a Memphis, so like a run and gun team. Could you see Kuminga running the floor with Ja and Kuminga and Ja, two of the top athletes, a run and gun style offense like Memphis, a Clippers style offense to where he can pound the ball opposite a player like Harden, to where they can just take turns sort of getting their ISO action on. They pass out of the ISO as well, but you know what I'm saying, predicating the ball off of that. So I think that Memphis, the Clippers, or honestly the Sixers, I would have loved to see Kuminga like instead of Paul George on the Sixers. I think that Kuminga playing with the Joel Embiid, flowing off each other in that type of just ball-dominant offense, right? Because that's where Kuminga thrives, and that is not how the Golden State Warriors play. One more time, the way that Kuminga thrives, outside of transition play, that ISO ball where he can just pretty much impose his physicality, where Kuminga can impose his will, but the ball stops with him. That's an issue in Steve Kerr's offense. It's always going to be an issue. There's only one exception. That one exception, only one, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, you could give Kevin Durant the ball on the Warriors, isolate him, success. Every other player, they have not had success in the Steph Curry realm. Tell me what other player they could just isolate, right? In a Steph Curry and Steve Kerr ball-popping, moving-oriented offense, It kills the flow of the offense when you pound the ball, when you isolate, when you do that, unless you're Kevin Durant. Is Jonathan Kuminga Kevin Durant? Absolutely not. He can score in spurts like a Durant. I mean, he's got the great physicality. Not even close, though. Not even close. So that's the issue. The issue is that the Warriors had success with a guy who was an ISO scorer like Kevin Durant, but that is a one-off, I believe. Which is why look, I love Kuminga, but so two things. Number one, is he the most overrated player in the NBA? Absolutely not. He's a good player. He has the potential to be a really good player. As a really good, to great player, okay? But number two, is Jonathan Kuminga one of the most misused players in the NBA? Absolutely. Absolutely. And would it behoove Jonathan Kuminga and the Warriors to find to find a way for him to succeed the way that he plays? Naturally, yes. In my opinion, that is definitely on another team. One more time, I'm a fan of Kuminga. However, I think that he would be better on another team. I listed those said teams. That's what I think. Just like, for example, I think that Lauri Markkanen would be amazing and better here than Kuminga is here. Just period. Markkanen is able to score easier, better from long distance and also without the ball. He can also rebound it. So, what will happen? Who knows? Kuminga, maybe misunderstood. Yes. Overrated. Probably the most overrated player in the NBA. Are you out of your mind?